Hello and welcome to National Playday 2020 with me, Jo, and ReCreate Ireland in association with Dublin City Council. Welcome to my creative den. So today I've been thinking about making different things that we could maybe hang or play with and make in our little environments that we've made. So one idea I had was to make something that you might be able to hang up on your wall. For example, like a mobile or a picture or something like that. I'm also really into making little humans, so I'm going to try and combine those things. Now, I've collected some materials over here from my recycling bin. It's all clean stuff. Even the sock that you can see there is clean as well. And then I have some other materials like a peg and some fabric and a bit of newspaper and some normal paper and a bit of tubing, a little bit of wire, and some different types of buttons here. So I might get started with making something that can hang, and I feel like this is kind of a nice thing to be able to hang bits off. So I'm going to use that as maybe my frame. You could also use things like a coat hanger, wire coat hanger, if you've got something like that, or even a piece of card you could use and just bend it over. Or alternatively, rolled up newspaper with masking tape round. So that's going to be my structure for my hanging thing. Now, I really like shapes and stuff like that. So what I was thinking to do is nice simple pieces of card. It's also, this kind of reminds me of day and night, the colours that I've got here, random pieces. So I might cut out some kind of shape on here, maybe a circle or something like that. I'm just going to use that as a template. I'm just going to do this really, really roughly, but you might find that when you start cutting stuff out that the ideas suddenly come to you and begin to take shape or form if you're not really sure what you want to do. You might want to do something which is, you might have a hobby that you really, really love, or maybe you're really into science or the stars, or what kind of things do you play? That might influence what you want to do. Okay, so I've got my circle here. Now I'm going to, I don't know, cut out some holes in the middle of it maybe. Let's cut out some shapes in the middle. I really like just using shapes and seeing what kind of, I suppose this is almost like a stencil, and seeing what comes out of it. So let's see now. Okay, so I might do some different things like that. Like, that's kind of cool, isn't it? And then I was going to use the wire to hang, and maybe you could do kind of a few on each side, or maybe just straight from the middle and leave those ones open. So there's loads of possibilities for making a mobile. And what's really nice is when the wind blows and you have it in a window or something, the movements will be lovely for those things. I'm going to quickly attach the little bit of the mobile onto that so we can see, but I'm just giving you starting points so you can let your imagination and creativity run wild and have a play. And that's basically what making and creating is all about, isn't it? It's playing and seeing if things work, if things don't work. It's all down to what things you like as well. So if you like a shape like that, then you might want to do something like that. If you don't, then you don't. To be obvious. Okay, now I only have masking tape here because I was very silly and didn't bring my sellotape. I've got very nominal amount of materials, very small amount of materials here. Where is my beginning of my... I always have difficulty with my masking tape. It never ever wants to play. Oh, come on. Here we go. Okay, get the most minuscule piece of masking tape there. Okay, so anyway, this is just as a little example to get you started and your creative juices flowing. But maybe, I don't know, it's kind of something about kind of leaf-like like that. So you might let nature and different shapes in nature influence what you make. But we can start to see it starting to come along there. Okay, and then that makes some lovely movement in the wind. But now I want to make my hero. So, and maybe I might put my hero on the mobile as well, so the hero can fly, because everybody wants to have the superhuman flying powers. So my egg box keeps trying to do a runner. There it is. And I have my lovely paper sock somewhere. So I have been doing a little bit of a clear out. And I saved this sock, a pair of socks. They are clean, but they have a hole in. And I was like, actually, I really like the burgers on this. So what I was going to do was use this as my superhero's cape. Maybe you have some holey socks that you could use for your cape. To get started with the body, I've used paper straws like this. And I'm just going to chop. So I'm going to have, okay, so I'm going to have one for the body. And then I'm going to have arms. So I've got 2 arms. Maybe they're a bit short for arms, actually. So I have 2 arms and then maybe 2 legs. 2 long legs? Yeah, 2 long legs. Okay, and then using my rubbishy tape again, I'm going to find the beginning, hopefully, before 2021 arrives. Ah! See, even sometimes... Okay, now I'd recommend buying... Hooray! Okay, oh. Okay, hooray. So I'm going to tape my legs on. So I've got my 2 legs like that. I'll put a little bit of tape around there. Like this, a little one on the top there. And so what I then have done is built onto these with newspaper. So you wrap newspaper around. So if you want to give a, you don't want to be a stick you don't want your superhero to be a stick. You could also use sticks actually that you might find in a park or out and about. And I love creating people with sticks and things made in nature as well. Mother Nature is a great provider for materials. Okay, and ingredients to make and create. So now this is really rough, okay, but this is just to give you an idea and a starting point. Okay, so it's like doing a little bit of a disco dance there. But yeah, I want to bulk it up to make them a little bit more. So I have some newspaper. I'm going to take one piece like this, wrap it around. Maybe do it again. Actually, no, that's quite, because we've got quite a big torso. So you're not going to see the newspaper because your masking tape will be covered. Also, you might want to think, if you want to cover your masking tape up, you might want to think about potentially doing, making little clothes for them, or you could draw on the masking tape if you have masking tape. You can use sellotape as well, obviously, but you might want to draw on the masking tape their clothes. And then just have a cape. So, okay, so now I've got my little bit of masking tape there. So then I've just done the body part of it. So then you would just wrap your masking tape around, and then you would do your legs and your arms. And it's also might be quite good to do you could like almost tape them up into like a flying, like that. And then for the head, just screw up a piece of newspaper into a ball, like that. Masking tape again, or sellotape, just to hold it all together. I love making kind of 3D things out of newspaper because it's really quite good for like creating stuff. So you can create like hoop rings. You could even create hoop rings to go on your mobile. You can create animals. Okay, so this is going to be like a little tiny pea head for my superhero. And also your neck is very long. Okay, so I'm just going to sellotape my head onto there. I was also thinking about things that you could hang up, and I think these little cans are really, really sweet, and you could hang your mobile, either hang it onto your mobile, like that, and there could be like a little bell or a little tin thing inside, so it could tinkle in the wind as well, make a bit of noise, and then maybe your hero could hang from the bottom of it. Maybe it looks like it's being beamed up, or you could have your hero on this side of your mobile, and you could take this anywhere you want to go, or any home or room you want to pop it into. And then so just to finish off quickly, I had a little piece of wool which you can stick onto your superhero hair, make it funky, big hair. And then I have some buttons as well, so you could stick buttons on for eyes, or once you've popped your cloak on, you could have a little button to make it look like it's fastening at the front. So I would actually use that hole in my cloak to put the neck through. So maybe actually what I should have done is, my little baldy superhero is push through the hole at the top, and then you could cut some little armholes out. So you're almost like dressing your superhero. We get the idea, don't we? Okay, so there we go. Well, it looks like a sleeping bag now. But you could cut your arms out. Also, you could maybe even cut up the front of your sock so you can see the body underneath. And that's your superhero mobile. So I'd like to thank you so much for joining us here at ReCreate for National Play Day. And we'd love to see your creations. So jump onto our social media platforms and share them with us. And we hope you really enjoy National Play Day 2020. Thanks again. Bye.